My name is Nazua Lyana binti Zarbawi from IC 120282.
Hello, my name is Hafida binti Abdurrahman from IC 120282.
Hello, my name is Farah binti Zulkifli from IC 120282.
Hello, my name is Farah Izzati binti Muhammad Badruddin. I am from IC 120282.
Noodles originated from China but has received pervasive acceptance worldwide due to globalization and the associated convenience, palatability, and shelf stability of the product. Production of noodles basically involves mixing durum wheat with water and salt and extruding the dough, which may be sold raw or further dried. Steamed and fried instant noodles represent a fast-growing product and have a fast-growing market in Asian countries. With the development and improvement of standard of living, the quality and varieties of instant noodles are more important for meeting the tastes of different people. With exception for flavoring, the noodle's quality itself plays a key role in determining sensory appeal of instant noodles, and specifically attributes such as the glossiness, transparency, elasticity, slipperiness, and chewiness. There are many different varieties of instant noodles to meet people's tastes, and every country have their own instant noodles product. Like in Malaysia, we have Mami and Maggi, and Indonesia have Indomie and Mi Sedap, and in Korea have Samyang Ramyeon and Nangshin Shin Ramyeon.
Do you all know the content of instant noodle? After doing some research about instant noodle, I think it is very dangerous for our health. There are many food additives in instant noodle. First, coloring. The function of coloring is add to food to replace colors lost during preparation or to make food look more attractive. For example, Tarazine E102, caramel color E150D, and turmeric. Second, stabilizer. The function of stabilizer is giving food a firmer texture. For example, potassium chloride and maltodextrin. Third, thickness. The function of thickness is, when added to the mixture, increase its viscosity without substantially modifying its other properties. For example, maltodextrin, guar gum, cornstarch, and tapioca starch. Fourth, flavoring. The function of flavoring gives food a particular taste or smell and may be derived from natural ingredient or created artificially. For example, monosodium glutamate, sodium succinate, soy sauce powder. Fifth, preservative. The function of preservative is prevent or inhibit spoiling of food due to fungi, bacteria, and other microorganisms. For example, beta-hydroquinone, salt, sugar, and spice. Last but not least is antioxidant. The function is as preservative by inhibiting the effect of oxygen on food and can be beneficial to health. For example, pale oil, E321, and citric acid. Lastly, I want to remind all of you that health is more important than anything else.
Food safety is a scientific describing, handling, preparation, and storage of food in ways that prevent foodborne illness, while foodborne illness is any illness resulting from the consumption of contaminated food, pathogenic bacteria, viruses, and parasites that contaminated food, as well as chemical or natural toxins such as poisonous mushrooms. Foodborne illness usually arises from improper handling, preparation, or food storage. The action of monitoring food to ensure that it will not cause foodborne illness is known as food safety. Examples of food safety in Malaysia are HACCP, GMP, and food safety system. In instant noodles processing, there are many procedures that the merchants or maker need to care about to keep the food or ingredients from contamination and safe for consumers to eat. First, they have to using clean and safe utensils and equipment. When utensils or equipment become dirty or contaminated, they can transfer the contamination to the food, causing a foodborne illness. In order to prevent this from happening, utensils, food preparation equipment, and food contact surfaces should be washed, rinsed, and sanitized at least once every 4 hours. Second, they must use fresh and ingredients allowed as prescribed by the health minister. In manufacturing process of instant noodles have using chemical synthetic like sodium, corn syrup, palm oil, and monosodium glutamate. So, they have used this chemical synthetic based on what prescribed by health minister. Third, care about personal hygiene. People are the key to preventing or reducing the risk of foodborne illness. Hence, which can never be totally free of bacteria, are in constant contact with cooked and uncooked food items. Hands must be washed frequently with warm water and soap. They should always be washed after using the restroom, eating, coughing, sneezing, touching any part of the body. They also have to wear the suitable hygienic suit for a cooking like clean uniform, full apron, proper shoes, hairnet or hat, and disposable gloves.
As we know, instant noodles are the most popular food among us and in all countries, especially in Asia, which is China, Korea, and Malaysia. There are some reasons why most people choose instant noodles as their first option to eat. So, first of all, instant noodles are the most affordable food than the others. The price of instant noodles per pack, which is containing 5 packs in it, are around 4 ringgit to 5 ringgit in Malaysia. That is mean, 1 pack of instant noodles are only 1 ringgit, and if you're lucky enough, you will get 1 extra pack. Not only that, it is still tasty even though it's cheap, and we can customize it such as adding some eggs or vegetables to make it even tastier. Secondly, it is super convenient because it only takes 3 to 5 minutes to be prepared. It doesn't require any chopping, grilling or baking techniques as it only needs to boil the water, add the noodles and the seasoning. Thirdly, it is because instant noodles are the most popular instant food besides oatmeal and other ready-to-eat meal. People will always choose the things that majority likes because they believe the product is the best one since the majority like it. So the next one is instant noodles are easy to find in any store, supermarket or restaurant and always in stock. It is because instant noodles has become a basic food like rice, and since the instant noodles company has launched many branches. Last but not least, it is because instant noodles are the stock food that can keep in long time. The maximum shelf life of instant noodles are between 4 to 12 months, depends on the environmental factors.
I want to share with you the bad impact for our body when we eat instant noodle. Firstly, it is not easily digested. Most instant noodles are made from maida, which is milled, refined and blanched version of wheat flour. Also, it contains preservatives which are unhealthy and high in sodium, which is a common risk factor of high blood pressure. Secondly, instant noodle might contain monosodium glutamate, or also known as MSG. Consuming high amount of MSG can lead to the following short-term problems, such as headache, weakness arm and legs, and upset stomach. Thirdly, it might contain 17 parts per million of lead, enormously crossing the permissible limit of giving 0.01 per million of lead. Lead is a harmful element that gets absorbed in the body and has a long-term side effect. This includes hindering your digestive process and adversely affect the brain and kidneys.
The conclusion are, we must reduce consumption of instant noodles and add the healthier ingredients like vegetables and proteins. Next, before buying it, we have compared the nutritional content of different products and choose the ones lower in sodium, total fat, and saturated fat. Other than that, we must reduce the use of seasoning when preparing instant noodles because they have a lot of monosodium glutamate, and drink less soup when consuming soup noodles.